Good morning, I'm Sandy O'Connor, and this is Artist Showcase. We're very excited to be at Bonanza. It's this huge art and craft show that is held every first weekend of November and is very well attended. People are already starting to come in, and it's another half hour before the show opens, so it'll be very exciting. Now, yesterday we filmed some of the artists and had some really great conversations that you're going to see, and they had more time. They were setting up, and it was more relaxed atmosphere. They weren't in their true selling mode yet, but today we're going to move around and we're going to just discover what's here and hopefully still talk to some of the artists. And I know myself, because I'm an artist in the theater, that this is exciting, and you get really excited about what other artists do, and that's what we hope to be able to show you and have you feel. And then we hope that next year you won't miss being here. Okay, here we are in the art room at Clubhouse 4, and you can hear the activity going on and the people chatting it up, because they are all setting up their projects. Some is literally paintings, some is just wonderful little craft artistic items, and there's just a whole range of things available in here. So we're going to talk to a couple of the artists, get a little feel for what's happening right now as they get set up. We're here talking to Connie, aka Cupid. If you notice, she always has her Cupid necklace on. But I've known Connie for a while. She's really an artistic person. So Connie makes fascinators, and lucky for me, she let me wear one, and she has a beautiful one on. Tell them what a fascinator is.
Well, a fascinator is little hats that, like when you go to England, you see all these cute little hats that women wear for the weddings and teas or whatever, and they're all kind of crazy and fun, and that's why I have this daisy on my head, because it's lots of fun things.
But what I'm interested in is the fact that you've been doing well selling these.
Yeah.
And it's not like something, I'm going to the grocery store, so which fascinator do I want to wear?
Yeah.
Right, it's not that kind of a thing. So why do you think it's working so well and people are buying them, and I'm sure you're giving them ideas how to wear it?
Yeah, well, I think is that we do a lot of teas here in Laguna Woods.
That's true.
And the women love doing the teas, or they going to Del Mar for the races, and so they want to do something fun, and my stuff is fun.
It is.
That's a fun.
And then some people look at it for costumes as well,
yeah,
right?
Costumes, and it's so fun for me to go lately, since I've been doing this for a while, to see all these women who are wearing my hats. And even Halloween, I saw some of my hats there, and I'm really starting to get a reputation for the lady with the hats.
Good. Now, this is your first time at Bonanza.
Yeah.
So what are your expectations? Do you have any as far as
well, this is the first time, and I am a little different than, I don't have paintings, so these are my paintings.
Yes.
And so I don't know what to expect, but we'll see.
But I know you're very good talking to people, and I think you'll do well, because and also just helping them to understand how to wear it, how to have fun with it.
Yeah. Right. And I kind of, if I'm honest with them, if it doesn't look right, I will tell them, let's try this one, or let's try that one. So, and then they're so happy with their hats. It just makes me feel good.
Hi, Marge.
Well, hi, Sandy. How are you today?
Good. It's so great to talk to you, because I know you are a wonderful artist, and I know that you have done a lot of things. Tell us a little about how you've really spread your art way out there on the internet and made people very happy, I think.
Well, fortunately, I have a grandson that started on YouTube when he was 9 years old.
Oh, boy.
And when he had 1 million views, then he asked if I wanted to do it. So since 2009, I've been teaching on YouTube, and now I have 74 free lessons, and they go to 94 countries around the world, and I have 1.8 million views.
That is fantastic. and then what kind of things are you teaching on the instructional side? I mean,
Well, I'm an advanced oil painter, so I basically do landscapes and florals and that kind of area. So the interesting part, though, is the letters that I get from people around the world. And one of the most exciting is that a lady has told me that she's 74 years old, and she said, Marge, I've been watching you since the very beginning, and could you critique, because they emailed me, and so I critiqued her. But then she said, could you tell me some of the prices that you charge, which I did. So then she said, well, I went and did everything you said, and I have now sold 25 of my small miniatures to a furniture store in Dallas. Well, then I get a letter from her pretty soon, and she says, they've reordered, Marge. It's so great. So she sends me some flowers at Christmas time. So then she gets another order from another furniture company, and so she sends me what was it? She sent me a little pretty little book from her neighbor. But it's things like that I get a lot of personal interaction with people.
And satisfaction.
Yes, from Africa, from Canada, from a lot from Britain, and a lot from all over the United States. So if that is my pleasure, it's donating my time and paying my grandson, but that's how it works. And so you take joy in sharing with others.
That's
and
it.
I think in life we're supposed to find what our gift is, and then our purpose is to share it. So
And give it back.
yeah, give it back to others. But
Pay it
they're giving it.
forward.
Yes, they're giving it to other people, and people have told me. One little boy said, I'm 11, but you're a better art teacher than my one at school. It's
Well,
cute.
tell us a little about your art, because I see some beautiful things here. So tell us.
Well, this is, since I've been painting for 30 years, I have to clear out inventory. So this Bonanza sale is a great place to do it, because people come from Laguna Woods and they really want deals.
Yes,
And
we figured that.
And that's what kind of the whole tourist crowd is right now, even for the summer festivals, which I've been in for 28 years. But they like things that are under $50, and 80% even like them for less than that. So when you cater to your audience, which is what all these rooms do, and there are rooms all the way down this corridor. Right. So you will find deals that are not ordinarily available. Oh no, I could not ask the prices that I ask here at the Art Affair Festival.
Oh no.
Oh no, because then you're dealing with a better audience. But if then I bring things here that I've had around for a few years, I don't mind sharing my art with some people.
And the reduced cost.
At the reduced cost, but
Yes.
the people that do very well here know they know the game.
They know how to do it.
They know
and
how to
this
do
is
it.
the time of year when people start to think about buying Christmas gifts and that kind of
Yes.
thing. So it helps.
Yes, and we are a bargain dealer company, right, or country right now, and with all of the internet and all, and
online shopping and-
Exactly, and free shipping and this and that. So we've got to compete with all that.
Right.
But I've been in marketing my whole life, so I have 4 sons and 8 grandsons and more great grandkids. So we all know how to market. We're all entrepreneurs. My mom and dad were too.
I was lucky I had an entrepreneur for a dad, so I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's really great.
I know, it's wonderful.
Well, I'm so excited for you, and excited that you will probably do very well, because you know your marketplace. Right?
Well, you come here with that in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
So good luck this weekend.
Thank you. If you'd like, I'll show you what the best thing is for them.
All right.
They like.
Show us that.
Okay. I'll show you what everybody comes running to me for. And that is my greeting cards.
Oh,
because
yes.
the greeting cards, I make many of them just for this show. And the people come rummaging through, because I don't know if I'm allowed to say price, but they're only $5 for $5.
5 for $5?
I know, at the art affair,
That's a steal.
at the art affair, they're $5 each, but here they're just $5 for $5. Is that a deal?
You must sell like 500 of those then.
I know, I sell more than that.
More than 500?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is they just really like this, and so they come lining up, and then there are more things. So then they get jewelry, earrings for $5. Come on!
And how many years have you been doing art? Doing Bonanza?
As from the minute they started. I've lived here for 21 years. I think it's the greatest place ever. You know why?
Me too.
When people concentrate on the activity, then they learn to live with every national type person, every person from many, many countries. And we have a lot of countries represented here. We have Iran, Iraq, China, Taiwan, everywhere. And so I get all of their experience, their knowledge, and all because we're interested in the same activity. So as you go around these rooms, you're going to see just amazing people doing amazing things because they get off their couch and they get out the door and they love what they're doing.
I've often said, don't move to Laguna Woods if you want to sit in your manor. Only be here if you want to get out and have a wonderful time, because there's so much here to take advantage of. And it can be the simplest things, or it can be very elaborate. You know, it can be more bigger, like what you're doing. You know, but you're right. It's this idea of community and getting out there.
That's right. And the whole secret is to do what you enjoy. And then the people will fall in place. A friend of mine just decided he would go to we were kind of pushing him into going to a assisted living. But he says, everyone's there so old, they're all white-haired. He's 85.
I've heard this before, too.
But I said, it's not the people, it's the activity. And you will find that there are some brilliant people there.
And vital, and I mean, we just celebrated a 96th birthday at our meeting of this woman that is still acting here in the village, but she just turned 96, you know. And so, I mean, as you said, there's just a lot of great examples about how to live a longer, more vital life.
That's right. That's right. So it's only tomorrow and Sunday, just
right.
Saturday and Sunday. So it starts at 9 o'clock. I think it goes till 3, maybe 4.
4 o'clock
but
tomorrow.
9 o'clock, you can't get in before 9. But boy, when they come
They
roaring
just storm
in.
the doors.
They storm the doors.
We're going to be here for that.
We're
I
planning
know.
to be here.
Good.
Right.
It's fun. Well, I'm so glad that you stopped by my booth.
Me too. Have a great weekend. I know you will, because you're all ready.
Well, I'm getting there. I've still got stuff to
things
put
to
out.
put out.
Yeah. But
Great.
come and see me tomorrow.
I will. Here we are with Joan Parker's beautiful art, and we're going to let Joan tell us a little bit about the art, but more interestingly, she is a master artist, which is an unbelievable designation, and we're going to actually spend a lot more time with her in 2020, where we're going to do a show that's going to really give you her background and why she is doing what she's doing. But part of the beauty of this whole thing is, besides her own art, she teaches art here, and she does it for free. So this is a wonderful opportunity for people who've never tried art before to come to her classes and just give it a whirl. So tell us about your art.
Well, I'm a plein air painter, and so what that means is I go outside and I paint. And so this is out in the Flint Hills of Kansas, for instance, and this was a foggy day down in Seal Beach. And I could go on and on. I love talking about you.
Right. What are some of your favorite things to do? Like this, to me, of course, you know, people say, well, how do you know that you like? You don't. You just know. You just know that you like something. Like for me, this is just so. It not only is peaceful, but it's beautiful. But how do you sort of get this feeling for what you want to paint? Is I guess what I'm getting to.
Well, for me, this used to be a poppy field, and a brewery moved in and created an outdoor setting and this is in Augusta, Missouri. And so I just thought it was
It's
cool
wonderful.
idea and beautiful.
And so they didn't ruin the whole area. They just
No, and each year the poppies pop up.
And it's such a beautiful. And people probably come to have a beer just so they can look at all the beautiful poppies. Yeah,
And
that's
it's right next to the river.
that great. So this is great. And then where is this from?
And this is in Augusta, Missouri, and it's an area, it's a lake that I paint at early in the morning. So I started a plein air painting event that happens every April. And this year will be the 16th year. I'll go back and I will paint this. Early in the morning, the sun comes and hits these trees, and that's when I'm there to catch that
Catch
light.
that.
And often it reflects down.
Well, we're very excited that we're going to have a lot more time to talk to you. And we're going to do that in 2020, and I know we'll have a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So this is Agnes Copeland, and she's a wonderful artist. She does a lot of variety of artwork, and actually we're going to talk to her in depth in 2020 and give her an entire show so you can really learn about how she does her art. But right now she's the lady in charge of Bonanza in this art room, and so this is your 4th year of that. But then how many years have you been in Bonanza?
I've been in Bonanza since I moved here, which is 2009.
Oh, boy, that's wonderful. So you've probably seen a lot of changes here too, as far as the artists and people coming and going, right?
Yes, people come and go.
Right. And so what do you feel is the most rewarding part of doing this show?
Well, I like to organize it for the benefit of all of those artists that are showing in this room. I kind of know their work, and I like to give them the best opportunity. And it's an opportunity to make a little bit of money so they can reinvest in their art or for whatever else they need. And I know each person, and I try to give the space, arrange the spaces according to what the people need. And you know, having done it for so long, I know who has what.
Exactly. And it's really always a community, isn't it? I mean, there's not a lot of competition in this room. You want to really help each other.
The art is a very supportive activity. It's non-competitive because people are involved in what they're doing, and they like to help each other and teach each other.
And I think they learn from each other too, don't they?
Yes, it's very good. It's very good.
And sometimes it's learning about the art from them, but I think sometimes it's learning about, you know, where do you display your art?
Well,
and
how do you
where's
get this, and where do you get that, and where do you display it, and how much should I charge?
Right, because I know that artists
And how do
talk
you do
about
this,
that.
and how do you do that?
But that's good.
It's pretty
That is-
constant.
I'm at Po Chan's beautiful hat booth. She makes all these hats. They're all different and wonderful. But I saw this hat yesterday when we were filming, and I had to have it. Of course, it goes with my outfit, which sort of helps the whole situation. But it is just perfect, and that's sort of what happens to people. They come in here and they see the artist's work, and they look at it and say, I just have to have that. So we're hoping that we can show you many of those instances today, and that you'll be sure that you're here next year so you won't miss out. I am just so excited to see these succulent planters, and obviously made from driftwood. But wow, these excite me because I keep thinking of all the different places. I mean, many of us have patios, you know, we could have them out there. I mean, I can see putting it in a kitchen, even in a bathroom. There's so many great places, and they're so beautifully done. And we just have to talk to the artist and find out how she actually does this and why she even started doing it, because it's such a wonderful piece of art. So
Let's go.
Okay. Hi, I'm Sandy O'Connor.
Hi, Sandy. I'm Tammy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So tell us how you ever got started doing this.
I've been working on the beaches for Orange County for many, many years, and I find all this beautiful wood, and I just absolutely love wood. So I wanted to know what I could do with the wood. So I created all these planters by drilling and putting plastic cups inside so the water won't run out. And all of this wood and all of these shells and things that I've glued on and pieces of glass, all of these things I found working on the beaches. And so this is my love of the beach brought into your homes.
It's wonderful. And how long have you been selling them?
This is my first sale.
Wow.
This is my first time here.
Of any kind of
any kind of sale, yes. And you know what's scary is they sell these things for over $100 at Rogers Gardens.
Okay.
And here you can get them for so much cheaper.
$35.
And you're a good good salesperson, I can tell. So I'm sure you'll do well today. And again, telling them about this. When you tell them that it's somewhere else for a lot more money, that always makes an impact.
Oh,
right?
yes, exactly.
But I can tell you right now, you're going to have to put that one aside for me.
Okay, I will.
I just love it. You
This
know what
one
I
right
love?
here?
Yeah, the shape of this is amazing.
I will put this one aside.
And how this is light, you
Yeah.
know, the what they just wore away from the normal elements.
Yes.
But it looks like a sculpture.
Okay. I will set it aside for you. It's going back there, and you can come by later today.
All right. We're in the photo lab, and I've been in here before, but one of the things I was aware of is that you could print some very large prints here from any digital photo that you desire to have in a larger format. So I'm here with Mark Rabinowitz. I know Mark really well. He's all over the village photographing, but also he's done a lot of wonderful work for all the theater groups, which of course that's how we got to know him so well. So I want to talk to Mark about what motivated him to do these larger prints and that type of thing. Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you, Sandy?
Good.
Good. You asked what motivated me. It was a whim.
Oh, good. Well, that's how a lot of good things happen.
Yeah. A year and a half, 2 years ago, Brian Gruner and I got to talking about when I was president of the club, about a large format printer for use by the village, and we do all the poster printing for the village here.
Right, and his posters are wonderful.
It saves the village a lot of money.
It does.
And the printer is available to village residents to come in and print large.
And what got me excited is I have these wonderful old pictures of my family, my mother, her wedding party, a lot of those types of pictures.
Yeah.
And that's something I've been wanting to do.
Most folks don't have any inkling that we have the ability here, that they have the ability here to come in and fill a wall with a poster or print. It's really not
And some
hard.
people have had fun taking beach pictures and
Sure.
mountain pictures,
Sure.
and you take all these wonderful things right outside your door, which we need to look at.
Yes.
and you know, they don't even realize what they could do with it. And hopefully
That's
this
right.
is going to help them to understand what they could do, because when this airs, Bonanza will actually be over for this year,
Right.
but this goes on every day.
This goes on every day.
So people can come in.
Yes. The printer that we have here is a 44-inch carriage, so it'll print up to a 44-inch wide piece of paper.
Is that what the posters are then? Are they that?
No, the posters, there's two sizes of posters I do. One size is for the theater, the PAC. Those are much larger. Those are 36 inch by 40 some odd inch.
Right.
And then this was printed, this one here was printed on a 36 wide. This one here is printed on a 24-inch wide piece of paper.
But of course, I'm amazed at the price, because if you tried to do this someplace else, I don't even know what it would cost. But
Every time I print a 2x3 poster for the village, which is frequently,
Right.
we're saving we're saving at least $10 from what the old price used to be when they sent them out.
But on the other hand, that builds up because there's a lot of posters printed.
The
Yes.
printer has paid for itself already.
Isn't that great?
This little guy was right at my patio gate door, and I just leaned down and stepped back, and I shoot in what's called RAW, so it's a very big file. And then I can crop it down, and then you can get the detail. This guy was a little baby lizard who was probably no more than 3 inches long.
And he looks so big.
He looks big and fierce and all
He
grown up,
does.
doesn't he?
I don't want to get too close.
Yeah.
But that's wonderful. And then what's this over here?
Well, these guys, this is a wasp nest that got started, and I got some
at
of the
that.
eggs in there and the eyeballs to some of these guys.
And it's colorful too. It's wonderful.
And that was probably 4 inches wide at the time I took that. Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
And it costs a whole $7.60 to print that.
yeah.
Wow.
You can't beat it.
No, and you could do so much with that.
People just don't know. The photo club has always been down here at the end of the line, so to speak, and folks don't know what we've got here.
It's so wonderful. I'm hoping that this will really show people, because I see so many wonderful photos.
The photographers we have in here, as you guys look around, they're
Amazing.
stunning, some of the work that these folks do.
And many of them
Yeah.
have done this in their past lives too, before they got here and retired, which is a
There's
joke when we
couple-
say retired, but
Yeah, right.
right.
A couple of folks used to be professional photographers, but you know, one of the guys was a gynecologist. I mean, I could go on and on
So
and on.
they've-
Every walk of life.
They've come here and learned then.
Yeah.
Learned the photo lab.
They've picked up photography again.
And you've had classes, so that helps.
Oh, we have
too.
classes all the time.
Right, so people can do this
Yeah.
from the start.
You bet.
Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Mark, because this was really exciting. Okay, Joe, it's great to meet you, and I was attracted to your work. This piece right up here.
That big piece there, yeah, I call that New Beginnings.
Ah,
That was my first attempt at doing that type of work.
that is really beautiful.
It's all redwood.
Oh, and is you use a lot of different woods?
Yes, like this one here has about 3 or 4 different woods. It has oak, mahogany, maple.
Oh, this, I love the way you titled it, Endless Joy.
Yes.
That's great.
I call it something else, but Endless Joy sounds better.
Okay, we won't.
Like a 12-step process.
Okay. Oh, I can understand
Yes.
you speaking to it as you were making it. Yes, I get it. That's great.
Yes.
And then I just think everything is so interesting. And of course, your bowls are beautiful. And
What do you think about these shells?
oh, in fact, I thought that was great. And I also saw some over there that I liked. So your work is really lovely. I hope you do really well. Is this your first year at Bonanza? Or
No, it's actually my third.
Good.
Yes,
And then you're in here working a lot during the week?
my part-time job. I'm actually the head supervisor here in the wood
you
shop.
are.
So
Oh, we're meeting
I'm
we're
here a
meeting
lot.
the management level here. I love it.
Volunteer management level.
No, I know everything's volunteer here,
Yes.
right? But we've met and seen a lot of wonderful things in here. So you like doing the show and getting ready for it, and
Well, yes, it's just once a year, so it's not something that we're doing every other week or even every other month. Once a year, so we look forward to it, and that way we can get rid of the stuff. You know how it is here in Laguna Woods. You only have so much room. We all have
well,
to.
that's what. And you're not the first artist to tell us that.
Yes,
when we've
yes.
been walking
What are we
around
going to
talking-
do with it all? I mean, I enjoy making it. I have a lot of fun making it, but
I'm sure you use it sometimes to give away to special people in your life.
yeah, they make great Christmas gifts.
What about, do you sell it other places or just within the woods?
No, I don't. It's either gifts or right here at Bonanza.
So we're back in the art room, and it's a big difference from when we first arrived this morning. It's very noisy, a lot of good buzzing going on here, a lot of people shopping and enjoying it. But I think the message that we want to get to all of you is that this is a really special place, and it's a special arts and crafts show. And it isn't one that you're going to see many other places, especially at these price points. But one of the best parts of it is getting to talk to the artists, getting to understand what inspired them to do their art. And when you see them interacting with the people that come through, it's fun to watch because they just bubble over with enthusiasm and they can't wait to tell people all about it. So if you just want to learn about it, come on down and come to Bonanza. Also understand that you can come here anytime during the year and take classes and learn. And I think I mentioned earlier, you might find yourself in Bonanza next year.